Hello, happy Friday. I'm on my own-some lonesome. Pam and Coral have just left me. Nick's walking up to get goat milk, and Carlene and Janine are hanging out in home, which is super fun. So I'm not going to bother doing mail chat in here. I am going to go in, and Nick's going to bring the bottles down. And I'm just going to pick up. Hello, beautiful girl. Hi, gorgeous. This is flicking in and out, and I don't know why. My phone hates in this house. Don't ask. Right, okay. Here we go. Let me see. Oh, so I can hear them calling already. Goaties! Oh, aren't they gorgeous? They are so loud. I love these wee guys. So, Gertie and Elvis are outside, and I'm hoping this stays up when we go in the barn. And in the barn, we have Woody and some buddies, because Woody's mummy is buried in the pasture at Tanner's barn. That's where we chose for her to be laid to rest. She was helped over to the other side about 3 o'clock today. She had a problem with her legs, and I'll tell you the reason we popped him in here is they've got a tremendous sense of smell, and I didn't really want him out and about while she was being buried. So he thinks he's getting a hay bag, but it was really to keep him nice and safe. There's our little flower. Well, I call them all little flowers. She's not flower, she's obviously Delight. Mr. Wilbur. So we helped Gertie over to the other side, and she had a problem with her legs. So we chose to euthanise her on the trailer and then bring her over here for her final resting place. And so that's basically what we spent all afternoon doing. Hello, boys. What is it? What is it? Where are the bunnies? Come on, let's go find the bunnies. The bunnies are out here somewhere. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh my goodness gracious. It's been lovely today. Not quite as warm as it's been the last few days, and but nice and bright. So we've had a fortunate day, I think. And no job this morning, but lots of opportunity to go around and get things sorted out, which I think is actually a good practice to have, and it allows us to keep ahead. Well, we're never ahead, are we really, actually? But it does allow us just to be in control of something. Not a lot, but something. So look, the rabbits are actually using this old dog kennel, and there's one of our bunnies. Hey, Bun Bun! Just over the hill. And they're so funny. They're using that funny cabbagey stuff that makes the big burrs as, it's like umbrellas. It's like sun umbrellas. They hide underneath it. And the other good news is this pair are actually beginning to eat grass, which is fantastic, because we're not having much success getting them to eat grain. They're and it's funny because Mr. Melvin here, he's really quite markedly bigger than his brother. Well, they're not related, but they're brothers to us. Hey, Bun Bun. This is all going to work really well until they work out they can dig underneath the fence. We did try and get the wire buried down as far as we could. And you know, it's a terrible thing because you always think, oh my gosh, look, they've got so much space in here that why there's no need for them to leave. But they do. It's just one of those things. They just think. But so far we seem to be. The funny thing is, sometimes you just see these leaves rustling and then you realise there's one underneath. Anyway, I'm going to go back this way because connection. There they go. This pair are having the absolute best of times. They're hippity-hopping all over the place. Hiya! There you go, boys. They're fantastic. Right, okay, coming back down in here. I'm going to go and sit in there reel it, I think, because Nick will come in and feed them. So you'll need to ask me lots of questions, because otherwise I'll just sit and ramble about animals. You know how that goes. Come on, boys. I know. Are you starving? Starving. Jolly good. No, that. Get down. You're not allowed to do that. You know that. Hello. Where is he? Oh, he's eating my hair. Now he's eating my clothes. Now I need Nick to get here sooner rather than later. Right, so Bao's were here. He's working upstairs in the apartment. Oh good, here comes Nick. Ow! Leave that alone. You need to be faster than that, Nick. Here he comes. Right, I'll get through these questions. Look, they've seen him. They're like, there he is. They just love Nick. Who knew Nick was going to be a goat mummy? Certainly not Nick. Now, I'm not getting a lot of questions here, so... It is always sad when an animal leaves us, but, you know, she's had a far longer time than anybody ever expected, and it's amazing, actually. Come on, do your stuff.
Oh, guys. Hey.
So Murphy and Hedwig are over on Meredith, and I've got a video of Murphy in the field. It was terrible. We were all gathered, obviously, to help Gertie on her way, and all running around in the background, all you could see was Chester charging around his paddock and Murphy charging around the paddock on the other side of the road. Totally, with absolutely no observance of the situation, I could say. And Murphy is out with Willow. Now, he's been in a herd with Willow before on Goldy's. And Chester is obviously out with Sunshine / Brandy. So we've got the crazy team either side of the road, but Murphy is just having the best time, and Wallace is going to continue his training over there.
Which field is Murphy in?
Murphy is in the quarantine field across the road. So he's just charging around.
Can we see the goats?
Did he what, sorry?
Can we see the goats?
Of course they can see the goats. All of Chaos Hill is completely fenced in. It even has 2 gates, I know. It's pretty miraculous for us, but yes, 2 functioning gates as well. So that's a treat. Oh, the baby goats are, the black and white one is called Milo, and the chestnut coloured one, he is called, oh gosh, Melvin. I keep calling him Marvin, because I always say starving like Marvin, but he's called Melvin.
Hey, no, we don't do that.
Oh dear, trouble.
He always finishes first.
He does, doesn't he?
Then tries to steal Milo's.
The fencing is looking great. It's really nice to have, purpose-built fencing for...
No.
Dear. Purpose-built fencing for the animals that we have in use. So we do have the wire on the fence because we have smaller animals and wabbits. The M&Ms. That's right, they are the M&Ms. These goats are having an absolute riot. It is hysterical. They go charging around here and then they go in and they lie down, go to sleep, recharge, and then they get back out and start all over again. And it really is just a super space for them. It's, well, I've seen one bunny. I don't know where the other bunny is. Oh, that was a butterfly. The poor thing was just lying on the ground, and I tried to create a little bit of shade in the using a bowl, but it didn't look like it was going to last much longer, unfortunately. I didn't want it to get run over. Wallace, if he's going to train tonight, it will be Dove. Give me one of your best jumps.
Come on. Can you give me a jump?
Oh, you'll get one from him.
Go on, come here. Come here, guys.
I don't think you've quite got the obedience off Pat yet, Nick.
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, no, goat training is not going well. Oh.
That was a bit there, sir.
So yes, I'm not sure if Wallace is training tonight, but he may well be. Oh look, they are using the stairs.
Come on. We're like, what are we supposed to do? Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I'm sure they do yell dad, 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 so that Nick can come and feed them. They're certainly not saying Elizabeth, because that much I do know. Carlene's doing very well today. She's, you can hear noodles. Yap, yap, yap. She's doing very well. She's out and about in Home Depot. Obviously having such a good time that she's not made it back in time for mail chat. Honestly. Now, is there a photo of Gertie? Yes, I did. I popped a photo of Gertie onto Facebook. I'm sure somebody will probably bring it over onto the website, and those people who manage to do that are far smarter than me. The farm is looking fabulous, and you know, I always think it just takes that little bit of greenery to come in and fill in the spaces, and it just transforms the whole place. And that nasty little bit of sunshine doesn't do any harm either. It just looks happy and cheerful, and we've got all the birds out, and the goats and the donkeys, and everybody's having a chit chat, so it's really lovely. Hedwig, this is actually really funny. So we took Hedwig over to Meredith because he's a very small donkey. We have a very small white donkey over there already, and our Miss Harley Barley. And Flower has been a bit too spirited in the paddock that she's in. She's in the ice house, which has the alpacas and Harley, and she just goes charging around like a... seriously, she's not small and delicate. She's like a little bullet. She's everywhere, and the alpacas always stand together, and she has a habit of, she thinks it's really funny, she sort of like buzzes through the middle of them and they sort of jump apart. So she has been moved to the sheep paddock with Enzo, the mini mule, and Ted, the draft mule, and Rocco, the donkey, and the 10 sheep. And so we moved her over there, and she went over to sort Enzo out because Enzo thinks she is the most fantastic four-legged being he's ever come across, and he just loves her. But she was just telling him that she was back, she was the boss, and there'd be no nonsense. So she kicked him several times, and he's in heaven, which is lovely. And then we put Hedwig into the ice house, and obviously Gertie, that was her paddock, so she had been in the ice house paddock and was part of that herd for the majority of her life with us. And we popped him in there because it's a nice calm paddock and they're smaller animals. The funniest thing is, he went straight to the alpacas. He's not interested in Harley in the slightest. Harley's a bit put out. She went stood in the barn and was a bit underwhelmed. And he's out hanging with his alpaca buddies. And I've never seen a donkey do that before, but he's obviously very taken with the alpacas. So that's where he is. And he is going to be walked. Are they just coming down the drive? And he and the alpacas are having a great time, but Pam and Coral and Cindy are going to get him walking because he will be a good member of our team for running during the Donkey Derby. So that'll be lovely. So he's over there. Carol says it's a good thing, Nick, that you don't have to put them over your shoulder to burp them. Because I think they probably would. Yes, I can. Did Elvis and Jamie get out? I don't know. I wasn't here for that. Must have missed it. All was good. Is he? He's on Nick's computer. Yes, definitely wascally wabbits. No, it was a butterfly, Hilda. It must have passed. Nah. Yeah, this is actually, so this is where the outdoor kennels used to be. Now, what it would be, 9 and 10's behind me, so it goes all the way down to there. It's the most fantastic space. And we were a wee bit worried because we don't normally use sort of like hard surfaces for our hooved animals, but it's actually worked out really, really well. And it's a super space. We might not be saying that when it gets icy, but the other nice thing is we've got sand out here. So they can all roll and jump around and have sand baths. So that's really very nice as well. That's Carlene just going into the cabin. I'll give her a minute to settle down. We could put a large thermometer up in the arena, but I can tell you something. When Murphy's here, he seems to get his nose into absolutely everything. He's a pest.
What are you doing, little guy?
I've no idea about Carlene and the Daily Doggy. I'm afraid I don't have the answer to that, but we can ask her when we go over. The flat field is over here, and what we're really doing is just letting the animals out to graze. Well, that's the royal we. Janine lets the animals out to graze, and then we go and chase them down, bring them back in. I have no idea how Penny's doing with her one-on-one time, but she'll be back at the end of the weekend and we can ask then. Oh, that's good. Donna reported on the YouTube chat that things are going well with Penny. Those goats do just love Nick. Nick, I mean seriously, it's ridiculous. Oh, the alpacas. The white alpaca is called Rusty, and the black and white alpaca is called Oreo. And the sheep, one of the sheep is called, one of the black sheep is called Stomper, because he comes up and he stomps his front feet in front of you for attention. And then we have a white sheep, we have 2 female sheep, 2 ewes, and one of them is white and she's called Dolly, and Corey bottle fed her because she was an orphaned lamb. And the other black, oh my golly, Nick, they're doing their acrobatics again. And the other, there's a black sheep, a black ewe, and she is called Remy, and she was also bottle fed by Corey. So they're all very special. And the rest of the sheep are called sheepies. Yeah, I know, I saw that, Bunny. Because they look kind of similar to me. I don't think Larky's missing anything at the moment, I'm afraid. He's just having a good time strolling around. Woody is here. He's in the stall at the moment. When his mother and he first came in, she really wasn't very good, and we weren't sure whether or not we could rehabilitate her. And it appeared that they had been together maybe the whole of their lives. He was 14 and she was 16. And because we felt that he was so bonded with her, what we wanted to try and do is, hope that aeroplane isn't too loud, is give him a support herd. So we separated them, feeling that it was something that was going to happen sooner rather than later. So we separated them, and then we and then she kept going and she kept going and she kept going. So separation ended up being, long term, and also longer than we thought. I hope we find the bunnies later. Janine hopes we find the bunnies later. The goats are having an absolute riot. They are so funny. I can show you Carlene's Craft Corner. Yes, I can do that on the way back out. No, they jump around all over the place. They're exceptionally happy. Yeah, I know. Noodles will not. Nick said to me one evening, "Hey, I'm going down to feed the babies," as he does. And he said, "Do you think I could take Noodles?" And I'm like, "Absolutely not." Like, that would be chaos. I think Noodles would be, his nose would be very out of joint. Right, let me go. Oh, someone woke up. Let me go and see what I can find back this way. Since I've lost the husband, he's disappeared over the hill with his goats, naturally. I said to him the other day, I was going to take Annie for a walk in the evening. I said, "Do you want to come for a walk?" And he went, "No, I'm far too busy." And I'm like, "What do you mean you're too busy?" He went, "Well, we've got goat feeding, and we've got the goat this and goat that, so I've been dumped for goats." Here's 9 and 10. Carlene's not really interested in it at the moment. She's busy. Hiya.
Hello.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Catch rabbits. What
Oh, we've got one.
No, I found the other one.
Oh, good.
Can't get out of there.
No, they can't.
I walked around.
But they go underneath that stuff, that prickly stuff.
Yeah. But they're having a good time.
Is your mummy available for visitors?
She's very tired, but yes.
Oh, we'll just pop in and say hello.
Oh, you should see my new tile.
Oh. Her new tile. Oh dear. Right, we'll take a wander back over. Well, he hasn't got the bunnies, but he's got his goats. Honestly. We'll just have a wee wander. Yeah, 9 and 10 has really sort of like ended up being more of a... There's nobody out just now. They're all hanging around either in the arena or in the stall. 9 and 10 has ended up being a bit more of like a storage area at the moment. Hey, Woo Woo! Did you get different tile, Janine? Did you get different tile than the stuff you showed me earlier?
No, I was putting it down.
Oh, right, okay. Do you want me to run up?
Yeah, if you can get Wi-Fi
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, let's see if we can
It's quite
keep...
a risk up there.
Oh, right, okay.
That color, but I think it's going to come.
I don't know, I think it'll be nice. Doesn't it look beautiful today?
It does look beautiful. It's getting closer to being done.
Ah, yeah, I
And all
suppose.
of the projects are getting very close to being done. And we still have 2 rabbits.
Oh, which is a
And
bit...
I walked around and I'm like, I don't think the rabbits can get out of here. They might hide, but they're going to have fun out there.
So we'll go up
And
the...
I was so nervous that they would get loose, but they're still there.
Going up the side. Yeah, I'm not going up that spiral with the camera.
They probably will lose power, but
Well, I don't know. Oh, it's got slow connection. Right, we're going to try this, okay? So, try our best. This is Janine's bathroom.
yeah, really.
Al fresco.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Very continental. Now she's back from Paris. Right. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Ooh. Her lovely new tile. And that tile's going inside your shower as well?
No, I got
No.
different. That's just the floor tile.
Oh, you've got the big tiles.
And then I have the pot sink.
Pot sink. And it's not a toilet pot either.
Yeah.
Where's your pot sink?
It's right there in the box.
Oh, we'll save that for another day.
Yeah, and then we have
Hi, Bao. How are you? I've got the camera on, Bao.
No swearing, you know how you are.
Says Janine. Giggle, giggle.
Yeah. So I have to move all the stuff.
So,
For Bao to have room.
okay.
And I think, okay, so here's the big reveal. What's in the refrigerator?
Oh, you're joking.
I know there's stuff still in here.
I'm not sure that I want to stay if there's stuff in the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yep.
Okay, bye. See ya. Lovely seeing you. We'll go this way. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Right, okay. I'm going to be careful going down the stairs. Okay, we'll go and say hello to Carlene just quickly, but Janine says she's tired. So we'll just pop in and then pop out. Go through this way. Give her a shock. Oh, I think she's got her TV on. Into the side door and through Carlene's back door. Let me put my head in. Oh. I think she's up. Are you up? Carlene? Are you up? Woo! Can you turn the volume down? Oh, here we are.
There we are. We stopped to go, well, we're going to drop off the horse,
Yeah.
and then we're going to go get food, right?
Yes.
Let me tell you all the places we went, and we never got the food.
Okay, where?
Well, somewhere along the line, she found out there was a couch for sale at Andover.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go to Andover. So we did go to Andover. It wasn't just Andover, it was Ballardsville.
Ballardvale.
Ballardvale?
Yeah, way at the back, at Phillips.
Way out back.
Yeah.
It was quite a ride, so we rode that one.
Uh-huh.
She liked the couch, so she's got to go back there and get that.
Okay.
At any rate,
We've done that, all buried.
she may not need it, the trailer. It may go in the back of her truck.
Okay.
And then we had no gasoline, as you know. We were beginning to run out of gas, so I headed for North Andover,
Mm-hmm.
North Reading, and in the process of trying to get to North Reading, we came to an ice cream stand.
Oh, how awful.
So we had to stop at the ice cream stand, and that took a while. And we got down a little further, and we did get some gasoline. I don't know how much, but we got some gasoline. And then we had to find North Reading. We had to find
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Yes.
So that was the other place we were supposed to go with the groceries this morning. Anyway, so we did get to Home Depot, and we've come here.
Did you get any groceries?
No groceries. We just ate ice cream.
I suppose.
We always had ice cream and no groceries. She thinks she's going to whip out of here after mail call and go get some groceries. I don't know what she's going to do. But she drives herself crazy. No?
Mm-hmm.
You know about it. She drives herself crazy. She hasn't had a thing to eat other than the ice cream
Well, that's not good.
and coffee.
And that's not good.
No, that's not good. If you could convince her to have some
Yes.
first thing in the morning, I think life might be a little different for her.
Yes.
And?
No, but there was 2 of them.
No, we didn't have 2 of them.
Yeah, somebody sent 2. Anyway, that's super. You don't lose that because we've already lost another pair.
There's a gold one around here someplace.
I know.
I've seen it.
That's your one.
Well, it may be.
That was sent in specially for you.
Well, it's around. Haven't lost it. Hey, Bentley. What the hell is his name?
Larky.
Larky, you can come in now.
Larky. Okay, so that was good. Did you have a problem with your daily doggy?
Am I who?
Your daily doggy.
I set it out, didn't I? No, did I? No, I don't think I did this morning.
Okay, that's fine. Just checking. In case we were missing things.
Yes, well, one of the reasons I think they're missing it is I think somehow this building is wacko. You said so.
Yeah, my phone doesn't work in here.
Yeah,
It's really weird.
it's weird, and therefore no, they're people that have just stayed involved,
Okay, that's fine.
so they know.
Yes. Not helpful at all. You know what it's like? It's almost like there's something in the walls. You know that you used to build buildings and they had metal in the walls, metal grid, and it used to interfere with things? Are you squeaking? That's you. That's weird. Oh, is that sore in your ears?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a bit of
But
feet.
why would it go?
I don't know.
It's one of those things that I don't understand. So not doing it now.
No. It's bizarre. Oh, is it just too close to the headset?
Sure, but it wasn't when it was over here.
Yeah.
It was doing it anyway. But anyway,
Okay.
okay, we'll put it over here.
That's another bit of excitement to contend with.
Well, the excitement I want to contend with is all of those tanks. Did you see them?
What tanks?
Tanks, the great big tanks that tanks.
No.
The army people have.
Oh. They're not here, though. Are they on the TV?
They're on the TV.
Oh, right, okay.
There's hundreds of them.
Are they in Los Angeles?
No, they're in Washington, D.C., I believe.
Oh.
And Janine says they were brought there on trains.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know how you get them there, otherwise they fall around.
I know.
slowly.
I know.
I can remember my father,
Uh-huh.
who invented that trailer that I keep showing
Yes.
everybody. His other project was the damn fact that the farmers tried to get from one field to another field. They had to cross a road,
Mm-hmm.
and they had these tracks.
Oh, uh-huh. The caterpillar tracks.
It was cutting up the roads,
Uh-huh.
and they were getting complaints. So I spent a lot of my youth cutting up tires,
Uh-huh.
rubber tires, into pieces like
Uh-huh.
that, and then we bolt them to the tractors.
Is that right? And did that fix the problem?
It did, but it was a slow process.
Oh,
I'll tell
God, I
you.
can imagine.
But I don't know what they do now. But what are they going to do with all those tanks on those streets down in Washington? They will be a mess.
Now, I wonder, is Trump having his birthday parade or something like that? Is that why they're there?
Well, there are two things. They're celebrating another 250th anniversary, or I don't know.
Of something?
But he's decided to make a big deal out of it because it's his birthday also, or whatever. But
Did you get tanks on your birthday?
I didn't get any tanks.
No, you got donkeys.
Donkeys.
Far nicer and more gentle.
Much more fun.
Yeah,
Much more fun.
yeah. Although, I will tell you, we were discussing in the car, because I drove you to Meredith, and Janine said, will you drive the truck and trailer to Meredith and back? And I said, yeah, no problem, not worried about it. And then she realised she forgot we were taking Murphy and Hedwig, and she went, oh no, if the horses and the donkey are on the trailer, I better drive the trailer just in case anything goes wrong. I said, that's fine, not a problem. And then she said, but you can drive my mother. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, shows you her priorities.
I'm third.
Yeah, you're third. And then she said, but it's okay because you can drive the trailer back with the deceased donkey. I was like, okay, so I get your mother and the deceased donkey. I'd be worried if I were you. Just a touch.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we get there. We do indeed.
Janine has another dead donkey story.
Oh dear.
It was, Oh, she must have told everybody. It was in her book, I think.
Was it?
It was when we had all those animals on Boston Common.
Oh, uh-huh.
And one donkey, the baby donkey, died.
Oh,
We covered it up. We told everybody was sleeping. And then she picked it up and carried it out to her trunk of her car. And then forgot it was there.
oh no.
Now, how many people can forget that they got a dead donkey in their trunk car? But she forgot. Until she started to try and use the tire that was there or something. And
Oh.
somebody opened the trunk of her car and there's a dead donkey.
Oh my.
Frozen
Oh,
solid.
well, she was lucky it was frozen.
It was winter. It was winter.
Oh my.
So we buried that one someplace around here. We have a lot of things buried around here.
Oh, that's terrible.
Anyway,
So that's us. End of the week.
end of the week is right. I thought I wouldn't make it back here in time.
No, you
There's
did.
a huge shifting of beds going on. She explained it to me twice. I don't understand yet. I hope I keep this one. I like this.
Where's she shifting the beds?
Upstairs, you need a good bed to sleep on. And she has a newer. She has a twin-size bed that she wants to get rid of, so we can bring that down here.
Right.
So that I will have a little bit less bedroom over here,
Right.
which will be good.
Yeah.
And I'll have this one.
Well, that's been super because the 3 Danes were sleeping on that and the twin bed that goes with it quite happily. It worked out really well for them.
Yeah.
And it does give you a wee bit more manoeuvrability.
Just a bit.
I'm sure you can find something to fit in the space.
Like a stove.
Like a stove.
We're working on that.
Yeah. At which point Janine will say, no, keep the big bed, it's fine. Oh dear. Okie dokie. So I don't have any more questions here, and it's probably because I'm in the house. If there's anything, I'll try and answer it online. But have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you later.
Try and hang in there. Keep yourselves all together while I go through this horrible internet problem that I'm having.
Yeah,
Eventually, we'll get organized.
we will. Okay. See you soon.
Bye-bye.